Hi guys, so today I'm going to be doing a Q&A video because I haven't done one in a super long time. It's much overdue, and I also haven't done a sit down talking video in a super long time because I suck at YouTube. But as you can see, I'm back in my room in Texas. I've been on break for over a month now. I'm so excited to go back. I leave in like 3 days, so I'm really excited to go back to school in New York because it's been a while. I've been here for a long time and I've been really bored. But today, like I said, I'm going to be answering questions you guys asked me on Instagram. So if you aren't already, then be sure to go follow me. My Instagram is at thatfashiongirl03. It'll also be linked in the non-bar. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get right into these questions and give you my A's because that is what a Q&A is. So the first question is, what are a few of your New Year's resolutions? So I actually have them written down over there. I'm going to see if I can remember them. But the first one is to go to the gym more, which I feel like is just such a common New Year's resolution. But I really do want to start going to the gym more. I have a gym at my school, and I had already been going to that before break. But I want to start going like at least 4 times a week because it's super important to stay healthy, especially at this age because it's so easy to get out of shape. So I want to start working out and get muscles and not be weak anymore. So yeah, another goal of mine is to stop taking as many naps because I love taking naps. They're a part of my daily routine, honestly, but they also take up a lot of time when I can be doing things. So I'm trying to not nap as much, and it's kind of hard at first, but I haven't napped in a while, so I'm pretty proud of myself. So that's one of my resolutions. I'm gonna see what my other ones are because I can't remember them, so let me grab my journal. Also, I'm really sorry the lighting is weird. My studio light broke, so I have like 3 different lamps just facing me, and I'm really hot and sweating, but it's fine. Another one of my top resolutions is to upload once, if not twice a week. And you guys know for the past like year and a half, almost 2 years honestly, it's been a struggle for me to be consistent on YouTube. It's really embarrassing, but that's just how it's been, and I've been trying to fix it, but I just can't because I have no self-discipline. But I really want to make something out of my channel because I have the means to, and I have a lot of ideas to. So I really want to start uploading it once, if not twice a week. Depending on my schedule next semester, I'm taking a lot of classes and I do want to get a job. So I'm going to be pretty busy, but I want to make YouTube part of my schedule for sure. I want to have a schedule in general because I usually don't have much of a schedule for myself. I just kind of do whatever I want because I'm lazy. And another one of my top goals is to save money for an apartment because me and my 2 friends, Emily and Liz, are going to be moving into an apartment next school year, like the beginning of the fall or end of the summer, because we need to get an apartment to live in because we can't live in the dorms next year. So that requires a lot of saved money and a lot of stuff to deal with as far as renting and all that fun stuff. So we're going to be starting to look into that very soon, but you also have to have a lot of money saved for that. So I need to start using money for that because that's going to be a huge responsibility. Those are a few of my resolutions. The next question is college easier or harder than you expected? So going into college, obviously I knew it's going to be harder and different than high school. I feel like everyone knows that. College was honestly pretty spot on as far as what I expected. I knew I was going to suck at it at first because I had never had any kind of experience studying or putting in lots of work because in high school I did not care. But you have to care in college, and you have to really put time into learning the subject and the material if you want to do good in that class. So it was kind of a hard adjustment, but I knew going into it that I needed to change that anyway. So yeah, it was hard, but it's definitely not impossible. College is hard, and it requires a lot of time and studying and just good time management, which are all things that I have always been very bad at. So I had to work to be good at college, and even working super hard was not the best outcome. But I am definitely planning to do a lot better next semester because I have a much better idea of what I need to do in order to do good in school. The next question is, what is one of your favorite spots to eat in New York City? So one of my favorite spots is literally right by my school. It's called Brooklyn Bagels, and I found it one day when I was walking. It's like on 8th Avenue and 23rd, I believe. It's really close to my school. My school's on 27th and 7th, so it's right behind there. It's a really good bagel store. I love bagels, so like one of the first days I was in the city I googled bagel shops near me, and that was like one of the first ones that popped up, and I walked there and it was so good. They have really good bagels. I always just get a plain bagel toast with plain cream cheese. So simple, but it's so good. And they also have really good bagels with like eggs and cheese and ham on them, which is also good. And they have really good hot chocolate, and they also have really good pancakes, which is random. But one of the days that it snowed, I woke up super early and got up and got chocolate chip pancakes and coffee from there. And it was one of the best things I've ever done because it was like 8 in the morning. No one was on the streets. It was just blank snow, and I was just walking, eating pancakes and sipping on my coffee alone. And it was really nice. But yeah, I love Brooklyn Bagels. Definitely recommend you guys go there. It's pretty inexpensive for New York. They have great bagels, and I freaking love bagels. And I can't stop coughing. The next question is, when did you have your first kiss? And I actually just had my first kiss like last September of 2015. So it was my senior year of high school. It was definitely a late one, but that's when it was. Alright, the next question is, did you ever get lost in New York, and how was that experience? So I actually have a funny story. So one time I was in Brooklyn with my friends Emily and Liz, and we were going back on the L train to get back to our school in Manhattan. So being the super impatient person I am, right after we got out of the turntables, I realized our train was there and it was about to leave. So I booked it and I ran. And I didn't realize that Emily and Liz weren't right behind me. So I get on the train and the doors close, and we're like facing each other, like our hands on the doors on different sides. And everybody in the train was just looking at me because I was like, oh my god, you guys. So yeah, they didn't make it on the train, but I did. It was fine because I knew where I was going, but it was really funny. So that's the only time I think I would have ever gotten like lost, but I just kind of got left behind. But actually they got left behind because I got there first. So the last question is, what do your tattoos mean, and are you going to get any more tattoos in the future? So right now I have 2 different tattoos, and I'm not sure if I've actually talked about them on my channel before, but I have 2. The first one is this rose, and I got this like when I first moved to New York. And then I have the Roman numeral 5 on my middle finger on my right hand. So I guess I'll start with this one. I got this first. I got this at the end of the summer. It was like the very end of the summer. It was like end of August. And my favorite number is 5. It's always been 5. It's always kind of been like a lucky number for me. So I'll kind of explain why it's my lucky number. So I wore my back brace for 5 years. I wore a back brace because I have scoliosis, and I wore that for 5 years. And I got my surgery for scoliosis on July 5th. And my birthday is in May, which is the 5th month of the year. I'm a Gemini. And there was a lot of coincidences like that where things ended up on the number 5, or something has to do with the number 5 that's like important to my life. 5 has always been my lucky number. It's always my favorite number, so I got it to remind me how lucky I am. And then the rose, I always loved roses. I always liked this place on your hand or body to get a tattoo, so I wanted to get one here for sure. And I got this rose because when I was younger, my grandma and I used to plant roses in her backyard, and they were called Emily roses. So I always remember going in my grandma's backyard and just seeing the Emily roses. So I got a rose on my wrist. And do I want to get any tattoos in the future? I'm not sure as of right now. Like, I'm not eager to get any more, but I definitely probably will, but not for a few years because I'm good with what I have right now. But I'm currently sweating in my room. I need to go change out of the shirt before I get BO stained. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you guys later.